Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel. I know today we are live after a while because my webcam was not working for a while. I don't know why it was not working. I'm just sending out a link to Facebook, but I did manage to buy a new one. So I'm going to show you what the old little camera looked like. This is what my old webcam looked like. So I got a new webcam from Amazon. So I want you guys to know that I did this, that I got a new webcam. So I was really happy with that. I copied that to the thing. So let me go on Facebook and tell you guys on my group that I am live and I'm hoping to be in live. I'm live and I'm just letting people know on the Facebook stuff. So this is what the new webcam looks like. This looks much better anyway. I just was having a problem with it. So this is what happened. So this is what the new camera looks like. It is an Emit SmartCam C960. So hopefully that happens. So I am. You can't my money anymore. I'm gonna finish this. So sorry about that, guys. It was some legal stuff that happened. So what happened was I colored approximately from 39 books. There's 7 PDFs this month. 39 books, but 7 of those are PDFs, so I would technically say 32 books, plus I finished 1 book. So I hope you guys understand that. So what we're going to do is we're going to first go to the finished coloring book. I colored about 8 pages this month in this book, so you guys kind of understand where the books come from. They don't just automatically come. So I had to block someone on Facebook. I don't like blocking people. So this is the thing. I'm going to take a big hit this month because I may have been scammed. I think I definitely was scammed. So that's all I'm going to say about that. But if you guys, and it cost me a lot of money. So now I'm trying to correct it by playing games on my phone to try and win some money. So we did 8 this month, but I'm going to show you the finished flip through of this one. So I did finish Moon Magic. This is one of the top 10 to finish. So 8 of this I did this month. So this is one of the very first ones I did in it. So I did this book almost entirely in pencil gel pen. So you guys are going to get a very flip. I don't know how long my mother's going to be on her walk and everything else. So I don't want to. So this is that. That's beautiful. I'm really happy with this one. This is beautiful. I love this one. This one is really pretty. block this man. Sorry, guys. I keep getting this message from this person. I've already given this person enough money, and I feel like I've been scammed by this person. So that's all I'm going to say about it now. I owe so much to my credit card companies. I'm not giving this man another dime of my money. So I hope you guys understand that. That's the message. So I have blocked him now. So here is this one. This is also very pretty. I love this one. I like some of these because I made them very bright and colorful. Some I made dark. So this is this one. So I'm hoping I don't hear from him again. I've blocked him, and several times he's unblocked himself, so I don't know if I have to change my password in my Facebook group, in my Facebook. So hopefully he'll leave me alone. I probably will not get my money back, so right now I'm trying to play games to raise money. I shouldn't have to do that, but that's the way we are right now, so. So these were the 8 that I finished this month in this book. I'm very proud of the fact that I finished this book. I think that they came out really nice with different pencils. This I don't remember. I don't remember every pencil I used, but I know what I did use, so that is that one. So there were 8 this month. This one was really hard because I couldn't figure out what colors to use, but I still think it came out really nice. I used a lot of different pencils. I think I used my Color, my Colors, my Black Widows, some staplers I had. This one took me a long time to do too, but I'm kind of glad that I finished doing this one because it'll be one less book to do. This one was not one we did, but this one we did. Kind of like this one a little bit. I kind of like the colors that I ended up using in this one. I didn't make it a nighttime one. I kind of made it like pinks, purples, and blues, and different colors for the thing. I could have been a little bit more majestic in how I did it, but I think I wanted to try something a little bit more colorful. And I think this was like a wine red pencil I used, or a brownish red. I had some problems with this. I forgot what pencil I used there for the border, but I had some problems on the paper in this. So that is what I have done in that book. So I didn't realize I had a little coupon in this. I guess I wrote in this thing when I had 25 left. So that's an interesting thing. Sometimes you find things when you're not looking for them. So then on the top 10, let's go into the PDFs. So the PDFs I have this month, right? I have a lot of PDFs in this month. So this month's PDFs were so I applied for some jobs. So I'm hoping I get some jobs. So it tells me what's live on my phone and what isn't live on my phone. I'm very happy about what's live on my phone. So this one we did. This is a carryover from last month. I started it for Fairy Tale April Fairy Tales, I think it was. So this is from the Jade Summer Fairy Tale, Grimm's Fairy Tales. This is a very old one because it's printed on very old paper. Looks very different. I forget what I colored this on. It was like a cream colored paper. I don't even know where to get this paper, but I remember having an old coloring book that I had printed out a long time ago when I lived in my old house in New York. So this one is Grimm's Fairy Tales by Jade Summer. Then this next one is for Mermaid. I think, what is this one? Blossoming Mermaids by Digital Design Wave. I think this may or may not be AI. I only found out afterwards it might be AI. So I used markers and I used basically my Copic markers on this one. So that one was one of my favorites that I did. So, we did a lot of them today. There's about 7 PDFs, I think. 3, 4, 6. No, I think, how many did I do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 I did, actually. I did 9 this month PDF. So that was that one. Then this one is an old one that I had in my files. This one is called Salty Sirens by Matt Davidson. This one reminded me of Ariel and Triton. I thought it was perfect for Mermaid. It's by Matt Davidson. If you don't know Matt Davidson, he is the husband of Dawn Davidson. So Dawn David has a bunch of, I used markers in this one. So that was the one I used there. This was Coffee Girl by who? Oh, this is one of my new ones. I just thought the coffee cup, or I made the coffee cup kind of look like a Starbucks coffee cup when we get them during Christmas time. This is Coffee Girl coloring book by Mystic Art. Now, I have a whole lot of mermaids that I didn't get to do this month, so keep that in mind. I even did not finish that Anastasia Ellie Cole the Reaver book that we did. So this one is good too. So I did that one. So that was that one. Hello, viewers of you. So those were those ones that we did. Now, this one is a Patreon one. This is Magnolia Mermaid. This is the Hannah Lynn Patreon one that I pay $5 a month for. So keep that in mind. I pay $5 a month for that. And then I get Deborah Mueller's Whimsy. This is one of her newer coloring books. This is from Deborah Mueller. It's one of her new books. So it's Color Your Hoard. May Color Your Hoard, and it's also a mermaid. So I did this with colored pencils. I forget which pencils. I did not do this one in marker. Yay me. I did this one also in colored pencil, believe it or not. My niece was coming over and I did it in purple. So that was the one I did there. Then I did this one. This one is called Fairy Bliss by Lenka Filenko. This is a beautiful one. I love this book. It's a PDF book I bought from her. So you can tell it's from Lenka Filenko. And then I did this. This is also another, this comes from Deborah Mueller as well. This is from Mermaid 2024. This is actually from that official group of things that Etsy sellers sell. So we did that one as well. This is Praying Mermaids. I like that one a lot, but this one is an individual piece. It's part of a 2-pack, so you have to buy them as a 2-pack. It doesn't come as part of a book set, just to keep that in mind. And then I also had this one, which is a long time whip. This comes from Fairy Queens by Coloring Dreams, so keep that in mind. So I did about 9 PDFs, so I have to fix that when I get a chance. It's 9 PDFs. I thought it was only 6, so I was mistaken in that. So This one is a finished coloring book that I did, so I showed that one. So I'm going to put these back in my bedroom. So that way, then when I'm done this afternoon, after we come back and do all that stuff. So I did finish one of my top 10 books this week. So I feel really good. So now we're going to get into the top 10 coloring books because the Moon Magic I finished and that was a top 10 book. So I was really, really happy about that. I also got a new webcam, Pamela. For those who don't know that this has been an issue, I got a new webcam because my old webcam was very much broken. So this is The Art of Mandela, Volume 1 by Jason Hamilton. I did 3, so I have 16. I think I have about 16 to 18 left in this because I'm always miscounting how many I do. So this is a top 10. So I obviously do this book almost entirely in markers and gel pen. I'm probably not going to keep this either when I'm finished with it, just because there's so much space that I need to save now. And plus I started reading again books, so these were the 3 I did. I sometimes try to choose random colors, and then what happens is I forget what I used. You know, I have this thing of stop, start, and start mentality. So this is what I used for this. And as you can tell, my ink started drying up. That's why some of them look kind of clunky in certain places. So keep that in mind. So, and then I have 16 left in that one. This is the big mandala book. You guys know that I have a love-hate relationship with this book. I did 4 of these. So this is the top 10. I finished one of the top 10, so now I only have 9 left to finish. So sometimes I'm working on something in one of the top 10 and I don't get to it. So it's just a matter of timing and everything I've been going through. Oh, thank you, Pamela. So this one I did in pinks and reds and purples and then some greens. So, and well, this is yellow. This is like an olive yellow, but it turns out to be looking like a chartreuse. And you can always tell when my markers bled unconsciously because I just refilled them. So this one I did on 5/7/24. I did this one as an orange. Well, it was red and yellow, like a reddish yellow. Sometimes I just pick random colors and they just happen to look really good in a mandala. Then I did this one. See, I try and pick them and make them look nice. And then I did this one, which I really like this one a lot. So that one is one of my ones that I really enjoyed doing. Sometimes I go back and forth into my room so it doesn't become a hassle to do them. So then I'm just... Then I did this one. This one is called Beautiful Portraits, Realistic Adult Coloring Book by, who was the illustrator? By Cindy Ellis Hornery. So I did this one. With this one is the one I did, but it ran out of markers. I have decided that as much as I like the pictures in it, I'm not going to keep this book when I'm done with it because the paper is very thin and it's that cheap Amazon paper that I really don't like. So I have decided I'm not keeping this when I'm finished with it. Now the next one is a double page spread. Now there was one that I was working on camera, but because I had so many issues this month with my cameras and everything, we did get a new webcam and that kind of was a little bit on the pricey side. So I did Fragile World by Kirby Rosanes, and this is what I did. I had just come from seeing Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, which kind of helped me with this one because this is chimpanzees. So you guys can probably tell. I have to go zoom out a little bit. And I must say the resolution on this camera is a lot better than the last one. A lot better. I don't know why, but this one seems to have a better understanding of it. So it has a lot better resolution. It looks much more expensive. So that was the next one. Then the next one we did, which also was from the top 10, I did 3 pictures in this one from Cute and Creepy. So we're working our way through the books. So we're working our way through this one. Sorry, I'm just looking. So we did this one, which is kind of like a double page spread, which I did this one, which I really like the way this one did. I was having a little bit of trouble trying to match it, and then I decided I'm just going to do them as separate pictures, but then really is a double page spread. Then we did this one, which was kind of like, I did this one the month before, and then I finished this one. So this is kind of like a Beauty and the Beast one that I did. And then I did this one, the cranes. I made them pink and purples. I was kind of going through a pink and purple and dark red phase in this. I did this with different pencils. So you see, the problem with this is when they do this crazy ass thing here and they put it in the middle, which I always seem to have a problem doing it. I don't know why. I just don't like when they do this to me. Just a little pet peeve of mine. So I did that one. Then the next one that I did, which is email, as you can tell, I still have a sheet, which means I'm working on a picture in here. So we did this one. I did this one because previous month I had finished this one. So the idea is to try and keep it looking very similar. So I used some pastel pencils. I used different brands to make this pop. And I used some lighter colors in it, and I used some darker colors. So that was what I did there. And the one that I'm currently working on is this one. So it's not a finished project. It is a whip. This is the book that I describe as my whip book. Then I did this picture with the fox on it. And then I did this one. So I did many different pictures in this one. Now this one I have a whip in this one. So I only managed to finish one, but I was working on a second one, but I didn't get to finish it last night. So here's what I did. This is the one that I finished. So I'm very happy with this one. Oh, this is Intricate Flowers by Jade Summer. Later on, I'll put up all the links to the books if I can. The Moon Magic, there is a copy of that book on Amazon, but I got it from $5 and below. So this is Intricate Flowers by Jade Summer. And then I am currently working on this one right now in Jade Summer. So you can tell I did this in yellow and orange and some green. So this will be the book that I kind of work on slow. I'm going to tell them to skip your ads, guys. So this way they skip it and we don't go to a commercial break. So I will be right back now that I've done the 10. That is only this. I only managed to do 7 of my 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. But one of those 7 I finished this month. So I'm very proud of that fact. So then the next book that we are doing, my mother's home. So the next book that we colored in is Fantasia by Nicholas F. Chandra-Winata. We call him Nick Filbert because nobody can ever pronounce his last name correct. He is also the author of What is that really famous book that he does with all the beautiful women and men in it? Oh, Serene, that's what it is. So I did this mermaid with colored pencils. Now this has been a long time whip. Yes, Serene. Yeah, 7 out of 10 coloring books is very good, Pamela. So I did this. I finally finished this. I had worked on this a long time ago and then I stopped. So this is a mermaid picture as well. So yeah, this month was mermaid. So we worked on some mermaids. So then we did Maui Mermaids and Island Whimsy Girls because this is an artist edition. I bought this a while back. So these are kind of like on that artist paper. And even though it's artist paper, it can still yellow. So there are some pages that have yellowed, unfortunately, but I can always cover them up with marker because the paper is kind of really thick and good for that. So the cheaper marker is yellow. My Copics don't yellow nearly as much. So that is a big difference if you decide to go with the cheaper markers versus an artist quality marker. Just saying. So this one I did with my Copic markers. I really liked the colors I used on her. So, because I thought of the red and everything else you do. So those are the mermaids. So next up we have our Chinese coloring books. This one I think is called Drunken Beauty Flower. I think the artist's name is Dada Mao Chow. So then we did this one. I'm going to turn it around like this so you guys get sometimes I have to face them like this so that way I know what I'm doing. So I made this very colorful, very pretty. Now this one I did almost all of these with color pencil. Now this one I started a long time ago, didn't finish, so I decided to do this. I have a lot of whips in some of these Chinese coloring books, so I've decided that I'm going to start them. Like this book, I have decided if I ever finish it, I will not keep it. Number one, the Chinese books are okay, but that some of them are starting to fall apart. The binding isn't very good. It's like, do I really want to keep it? If it's falling apart, no. There are a few books that I will keep and a few books I will not keep. So keep that in mind. Then the next book that I have is Ancient Painted Win number 2. I haven't decided if I'm keeping this or not. I have to see where my pictures go in this book. So some pages I skip because I just don't know how to do them. Like this one, I started it and then I never finished it. This one, I started it a long time ago with this hair, and then I'm like, you know what, I'll just make it pink and red and add something to it. So I thought that would be a good color, or a red purple, as they call it. Then I did this one, which I like the green and yellow, and then I did this with making it a little more poppy so it sticks out a little bit. So that was the third one I did in this book. Now the next one is called Rotug Lady. This is another Chinese one. This one I'm 50-50 on still. I do like the girls in them, so I'm still 50-50 on this book if I'm keeping it or not. So those are those books. So sometimes I will go get up and put my books away in there so it's less work. The next one is called Beauties in Fairyland. This is by Coco Weil. So I did one in here. I am working on another one. I tend to do them a little at a time. And most months I'll do only 1 or 2 pictures a month in a book by Coco Weil. But I try to do more of my Coco Weil books because I love the pictures of them. I'm not crazy about what happens when I use markers in this one. They tend to yellow the next page, no matter if they're Copics or if they're cheap. So keep that in mind. The next one is Hello Spring by Coco Weil. Of course, I have another Coco Weil I did. So this is the one that I did called Hello Spring, and I did this one. I tried to use very muted colors, do a little bit of all the pinks and reds, some yellows, greens, purples. I tried to be a little more inclusive. And then there's this one that I started but did not finish. So And keep that in mind that eventually you might see some of them. This is the whip. Now this one has, I think, 5 or 6 left. I'm not sure. So I did 4 pages in this one. I'm really proud of that. And yes, this is a mermaid book, but also I've decided if I finish this one, I'm not keeping it. They're cute, but they're not like the other books that she has, which are really gorgeous. Like I loved the one that I have by her that I did finish, I did keep. But we have to be careful about consumer, how much space I have in the shelf. So this is called Whimsy Mermaid. So this is a mermaid. This is the other one that I did, which I really love this one. I love the colors on it. Everything is really beautiful in it. I did this one as well. What I did here was I started doing them in order. So then I did this one. So if we count how many we actually have left, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 plus the introduction page, if you want to call that an introduction page to do so. Technically 6 if I want to color this in. So I technically only have 6 left in this book. Now we have a Color Your Hoard page. This comes from Bridgerton, the official coloring book by Shonda Land and Netflix. Now you guys know this is a Netflix series. I love it. This book basically contains everything that was in season 1 and season 2. There's not a lot because season 3 hadn't come out yet when this book was published. So this is the official coloring book. Now there's an unofficial Bridgerton coloring book. I love Bridgerton, so I did a Color Your Hoard. And I did this one. The thing that's going to grab me crazy about this book is how much dark skin I will have to color. I will have to learn how to color dark skin. So, that's going to be hard for me to color because there's a lot of characters that are darker skin or have Caribbean skin in this. I think and the 2 Sharma sisters are also dark, and they're Indian skin. So take that as you will. So I did this one, and this is Penelope. And as we know in the series, she is whistled down. Sorry if that spoils it for anybody. So this season is really about her and Colin getting together. So I like the quote, "All is fair in love and war, Lady Whistledown." So I didn't color her exactly like the books. I cut the red hair and I did the little pink dot because there's pink dots there. They're meant to be pink on their cheeks. They're meant to have a little pink on their cheeks. So this is from Bridgerton. So that is my May Color Your Hoard. So then we did this one. This is Color in Heaven presents Mermaid's Compendium. As we know, it's Mermaid. Since I've colored a few pages in this one already, this was one I hadn't colored in this one, obviously. And this is from Selena Fennick because this has multiple illustrators of mermaids. So this is kind of one that isn't in your subscription, and I think I bought this a few years ago. So keep in mind, there's some that I buy that aren't in the subscription. Most of them are in the subscription, but I will always tell you when that happens. Now, the next one. Now, some of you know I haven't been getting my Color in Heaven magazines on time. So the day that I got my Little Mermaid special was also the day that I got my Dragon special. So this one actually came on time for once. So I did this one. I did this one with colored pencils. This is my May Color Your Hoard. It's a Dragons one. I think there was a May Dragons or May RJ Dragon Mania somewhere. I saw an RJ Hampton Dragon hashtag somewhere. I forget what it is, but I colored this one. This is the first page in it, so it's a Color Your Hoard as well. These 2 cute little dragons. Then I actually found myself coloring 2 little postcards from this little postcard book. As some of you know, that I don't really color in my postcard book as often as I should. So what I did here was I colored this one. I had started this one a long time ago and never finished it. And as you guys can tell, I did this one as well. This was an old one. So when I color from these, it's because I wanted something quick and short, and these are not quick and short because I've really detailed some of them. So then I colored this one with colored pencils. As you can tell, I also colored the little back of it. And then I started this one, but I haven't finished it. So as you can tell, I colored the little backs too. I colored the little backs too, just when I'm done with the first page, so it doesn't go and smother it on the next page. I haven't decided if I'm going to actually mail out the cards or keep them because they're so cute. Now, the next one, I was just talking about this one. This is called The Little Mermaid Special by Fabiana Trey. I was supposed to get this last month, but I didn't get it. Mail errors, but I was happy it finally came from Mermaid. I love Fabiana Trey, and so I did this one. I did this one mostly with color. I did this one pretty much with all colored pencil. I did this one with the water with Prismas, the skin with Prismas, and Black Widows. The hair was done by Polychromos. The wood was done with Black Widows. The white clouds were done with luminous. Oh, what is that white color? Buff titanium. Yes, that's the whitest. And then so, yeah. Then we got this one. This is called Let's Color Magical Kingdom. I colored two in this. One I did for Color Your Horde, and then I colored another one. So I did two in this. Let's Color Magical Kingdom. This is the first one I did, and this one was for Color Your Horde. This is the mermaid. I really enjoyed coloring the mermaid. When my nieces came over, I was doing this one, and then my niece is like, I want to color a mermaid too. And so she colored a mermaid. I don't have the pictures available on me right now. But then I did this beautiful fairy as well. So I thought this was nice. These pinks are Holbeins. The skin is Holbeins and Prismas. The hair is Polychromos. The dress is Black Widows. Those are also the purple flowers. These purple flowers, I think, are Prismas. I could be wrong, but the rest of this picture is pretty much Prismas. So I pretty much use my Prismas as my go-to. My next one is called Summer Scenes Coloring Book by Teresa Goodrich. Now, I only did one, and this is the one I did. Now, sometimes I start, stop. So this month I decided to start and try and finish one in one of these because these are really nice books. I like the pictures in them a lot. I have a lot of fun with these, and I try to do a different combo for them. So there is the Anastasia Eliko de Viva one. That is in work, but I cannot find it right now. So please excuse me if I don't know where that one is. That one was a whip. We did not finish that. Hopefully one day I'll be able to finish it. Maybe sometime in June I'll be able to finish it. So then I did this one. I made this one really beautiful. I love the colors in this one. It is a beautiful one. And this actually is a Mermaid 2024. And it's a May Color Your Horde because this is the first picture that I've done in this book. So I've had this book for a while, and I was like kind of shocked by how many mermaid books I have, or how many mermaids I have in some of these books. So that is a good thing for next year if I need mermaids. I don't think I'll be short on mermaids. Now, this one is one we haven't seen in a while on the channel. This is 50 Beautiful Mermaids by Camelia Andrakova, and I did one. Now, what happened was this color ran out, and I tried to refill it. So when I refilled it, it accidentally spilled a little bit. So that's why you'll see a little bit of the purple there. So I called this Mermaid and Child. Picture is a really nice one. I like it a lot. I did this one primarily. Yeah, I did this one with markers. You can always tell when I do it with markers because it'll bleed through the page. But when I work and I do a page in any book, I always put a blotter page down. I usually do 1 or 2 sheets of a blotter page done. Now, this one is going to be a little bit of a weird coloring because I'm going to use this one in Christmas in July, but this one had a mermaid picture in it, believe it or not, and it's actually, this is the bonus page in it. So this is the bonus page. It's a mermaid. So I thought this would be a really fun one. And this was also a mermaid pick because this is the bonus page. The next one is Magnificent Mermaids Coloring by Marjorie Sarnat. Now, we did this one on live stream. So we did this one entirely on pencil. So this was entirely done on the live stream. Yes, and it was Mermaid 2024. The next one we did was Romantasy Coloring Book, and I did 3 in this one. So I did this one. I started it the month before. See? This one too was done the month before, and I just finished it. This month I was like, I'm not going to let that linger. So this is a whip I have now. And then I did this one in my Romantasy. I made the colors, like I love these edges now that they're doing in romance novels. Like they'll do them in blue or they do them in with serrated edges. And then I did this one. This one is called Momo Girl. This one we also did on live stream. The girl drinking her coffee. This was one that I really liked from the previous year. I'm just going to show you, which is a mermaid from a previous year. So, and then we did this one. We did this one on live stream. I think, what is this called? Girls with Music, I believe is the thing of this one. Yeah, Girls with Music. We did this one also on live stream. And then this is my final book of the stream. This is called Green Portraits by Lana Green. I only have 11 left. Now, she has a new book out called Garden Lady, but I know later on in the year she's coming out with something called Floral Babies or something, if I'm not mistaken, but I only have 11 left in this one. So I have decided I'm probably going to keep this because I like the pictures, and I've done this exclusively in pencil to make my life. Here it is. This is the one that I did. I really like this one. I did this one blonde, purple, and pink. Now, some people said I should have made it blue, but I think the pink and purple kind of stand out more in this picture because I did that like that. So, because when you do the colors sometimes too close, it kind of makes it. Isn't the winter chibi pick really cute, Danielle? So, yeah, I know there are some beautiful pictures in this book. I know, I love this book. I think this is also the cover. I think she used this one or another image as the cover for the Garden Lady book. Or a similar looking picture to it. So, just saying. These pictures take a long time to do. They're not like quick either. Some people say, well, it doesn't take me that long to do a book, but then I'm like, well, I'd rather the picture take me a while to do so I can enjoy the process. So I only have 11 left. So that is what we colored this month. As some of you may notice the webcam. So what was happening, some of you may not know this, is that my old webcam stopped working 1 week, and I was trying so hard. A lot of you saw the Anastasia Alico de Viva. So I thought that would be really nice. So I'm really happy with this, the books, the way they came out and how pretty they came out. So I'm really happy with all of them. So I hope you guys have enjoyed those books, as we have said. So these are really good. I love them all. I hope everybody has enjoyed them. I want everybody to stay safe and healthy and enjoy themselves. So I hope you guys like them a lot. I will put up links later today or tomorrow so you guys can purchase whatever you would like to purchase from the list of books that I have here, if I can post them, if they're not out of sale. Like the 300 Mandalas book is out of print. There's some books that are out of print. The Fantasia book I showed, for example, that edition is no longer being printed. I didn't count how many for Mermaid, but it was a lot. It was, I don't know how many in total for Mermaid. I can do a hashtag total, but I did not do, hold on, let me do the spreadsheet and see how many I did. I have a spreadsheet that I use every month. Because remember, there were some PDFs in there for Mermaid. But it was a big total. We did finish the Moon Magic book. So I'm doing I'd say about 16, 15 to 16, Danielle. 15 to 16 for Mermaid. And that wasn't even every mermaid picture or mermaid book I had. So I hope you have enjoyed this stream, guys. Everybody stay safe, stay healthy, and have a good day. Bye, everybody.